Essentially a Caucasian man who at one point started to inject himself with a chemical that put melanin in your skin that would make you dark when you start going out in the sun.
Yes and no. It's not technically melanin. People always think it's melanin, but it's just a peptide that it basically steroids when it doesn't do anything unless I go into the sun. So the same thing as steroids helps people get muscle faster. The injections help me to get darker faster whenever I get into the sun. It's just tanning, with ultra speed.
And what nationality are your parents?
Technically, I consider them human. But I guess you could say other people would consider them Caucasian or some Italian, Sicilian.
Now, we'll go ahead and show a picture of what you look like originally, with extremely, pale skin and a Caucasian man. And up until the point where you started injecting yourself, were you into black culture, had a lot of black friends, into hip hop, or what was the attraction initially?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been around black people my whole entire life. My first friends, like ever, and when my parents first sent me to daycare, there's a black guy there. He became my best friend, and my parents were friends with their friend or his friends, and it's just like, it seems like I bounced around different schools, and it's like every school that I went to, I always gravitated to the black people for some reason. And it's just, I just connected more with, I don't know. And then I moved down to the South, and then I thought everybody was human, saying I didn't really realize that there was a difference between white and black, but only through hindsight did I realize that I gravitated to black people. But when I moved to the South, I learned from, the people around me that, hey, you're not human, you're either white or you black. So that kind of started the whole thing, and then I don't know, we'll get into that later. But to answer your question, I've always felt a little different, and I always felt like I wanted to have darker skin. My whole family has darker skin than me. I just wanted to be like all my friends and stuff like that. So in middle school, I started thinking about doing plastic surgery to become, see if I could do the opposite of Michael Jackson. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm just going to be me. As I progressed into adulthood, I started trying to find other ways to darken my skin, but it never seemed to happen. But then I found out about the tanning injections, and I wanted to try it, and I tried it, and I like it, and I finally have dark skin, which I've always wanted.